that whatever our theme, we want to make sure it permeates the entire talk. And I thought you did that quite effectively. In fact, if we notice in our publication here on page 207, what do we want to remember here? Here on page 207, concerning repetition, it tells us here that in the field ministry, when you witness to people, you hope that they will remember what you say. Effective use of repetition can help to achieve that goal. Frequent repetition at the time is a matter of being discussed will help impress it on the person's mind. Also, it brought out that the found sentence in a conversation can also be used effectively. For example, you might say, the main point that I want you to remember from our conversation is this. And I thought you did that too. You weaved in that theme throughout your presentation, and that's what we encourage to do. Good job, and we'll be looking forward to your next assignment as well. Thank you. This brings us to our next student talk. This will be handled by Sister Jewel Racklin, and she will be assisted by Sister Juliana Mixon. Her theme tonight, who really are your friends, based on Psalm 119:63. Sister Racklin has chosen as a setting, she's an older person counseling the youth. So let's follow along with Sister Racklin.
Juliana, you seem upset. Something happened at school today?
Yes, a girl in my class has been telling lies about me. I thought she was my friend. It really hurt my feelings.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That really must have been disappointing for you. It's not something a true friend would do, that's for sure. And when something like this happens, it makes us wonder who really are our friends, doesn't it? You know, Juliana, the Bible tells us what to look for in a true friend. Maybe we could look up a few scriptures together and find out what to look for. Would you like to do that?
Okay, I'll get my Bible.
Okay. So let's turn first to Psalm 119 and read verse 63. And when you find that, would you like to read it? Psalm 119:63.
A partner I am of all those who do fear you, and of those keeping your orders.
So the psalmist is talking about a partner. You know, a partner is a friend, and that's somebody that has a common interest with us, and we work toward a common goal. So what kind of qualities did the psalmist look for in choosing a friend?
A person that obeyed Jehovah.
Yeah, and that was very important. So we see that he was careful in who he chose. And you know, this is a good example for us to follow, because a person that loves and obeys Jehovah is going to be a true friend to us. And they'll look out for what's the best for us, and then if we maybe start to take a wrong course, they can warn us. Did you know that Jesus chose his friends very carefully too? Why don't we look at the Bible book of John 15 and read verse 14, where that we can read about this. John 15:14. Jesus said, "You're my friends if you do what I'm commanding you." So what did Jesus say was required to be his friend?
His friends were only those who did what he commanded him.
You see, while he was friendly with people in general, he chose as his friends those who met specific requirements. Jesus, you know, was a perfect example of his Father Jehovah, imitated him perfectly. So this helps us to see how Jehovah views his friends. Can you look at Psalm 15, verse 1 and 2, and maybe read that when you get there? Psalm 15, verse 1 and 2.
O Jehovah, who will be your guest in your tent? Who will reside in your holy mountain? He who is walking faultlessly and practicing righteousness and speaking the truth in his heart.
So we can see that while Jehovah is not partial, at the same time he's selective in who he chooses as his friends that can worship him and approach him in prayer. So if we follow the example of the psalmist and Jesus and Jehovah, what kind of person do you think we'd want to choose as our friend?
It would be those who would love and obey Jehovah.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think we would find people that are like that?
At the Kingdom Hall.
I think so too. You know, maybe we could invite some of the brothers and sisters at the Kingdom Hall over and have a pool party. You think you would like that?
That would be really great. Let's do that.
Okay.